Let me ask you this. We just heard John Kelly, Secretary, say that we're under attack constantly. What's your take on that? Are we under attack constantly? I mean, you know, when you were in the job as commissioner, obviously you had lots of details in terms of where the main vulnerabilities were, cyber included. What's your take on that? Well,
I think General Kelly is referring to the fact that FBI has investigations in all 50 states. That's what Jim Comey said. There's a lot that the public doesn't know, but then again, there's a lot the government doesn't know. The lone wolf is a big threat, and very difficult to identify those people, to investigate those people. Encryption is being used now. There are chat rooms, one-on-one chat rooms. Before, law enforcement used to be able to be a part of. That's no longer the case. So it's getting much more difficult to identify these people. So yeah, I think, you know, we're under attack. It depends on whose opinion you ask as to whether or not it's a, you know, it's a very high threat level or perhaps a medium threat level. But here in New York City, you have to assume that, you know, New York is the target, the #1 target. This is the communications capital, financial capital. We've had now 20 attempts to attack the city. We had a bomb last year on 23rd Street explode. 20-something people were injured. So, yeah, I mean, you have to be alert all the time, certainly in the city. I think the police are doing a great job.
And technology sometimes masks things, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, you just said the chat rooms. This one issue that law enforcement is dealing with.
Right, and you have WhatsApp, these types of apps that are very good, very effective encryption. So it's much more difficult. We had the case with Apple and the FBI.
The San Bernardino case.
Last year. We had the San Bernardino case. Right, exactly.
You were instrumental, Commissioner, in the creation of the TSA following September 11th. Do you think that the TSA has been effective in its role? How would you give a status check today? Are there changes that you would recommend for the TSA at this point?
Look, it is a tough job, a difficult job. Nobody's happy having something rummage through your personal effects. They're not happy doing it. Let's face it. It's a tough job to do. I think they've done a good job. Could it be improved? Every job could be improved. I think that they should probably be merged with another agency so they have more upward mobility to be able to advance to different positions in the federal government. But by and large, I think they're doing a good job. They're using technology. In 2001, you're right. Right after 9/11, I was called down to Washington by Norm Mineta, who was the transportation secretary, with airline executives. How do we get the planes back in the air?
Wow.
And one of the subjects that surfaced right away was security at the gate, because in those days, each airline was handling their own security. And it had lots of different companies. There's no question about it, the quality was spotty. So this was an effort to have a consistent approach. And I think by and large, it's worked. I mean, you don't see planes that are being hijacked these days. You don't see bombs getting on planes. So
that's true.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Every job can be improved, and I think they need some job enrichment there.
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize what they don't know.
Exactly.
Right? They don't know how many times, right? You don't know what you don't know. So how would you characterize President Trump's approach to law enforcement then today? How's he doing?
Well, he appears to be supportive. Obviously, he received endorsements from major police unions, the Fraternal Order of Police. Over 400,000 members endorsed them. So no, I think I have to say probably rank and file throughout America are supportive. I'm not certain the executive core is totally supportive. I think really sort of in a wait-and-see mode. You know, you're talking about 100 days here. I think everybody wants to, you know, wait and see what develops. Certainly, I think as far as law enforcement is concerned, the initial signs are positive, but have to give more time.
He certainly has been tough on foreign policy when you look at what's gone on in Syria and certainly North Korea. Commissioner, it's great to have you on the show today.
Always great to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Commissioner Ray Kelly there. We'll take